2024 is quickly coming to an end, and with that, you're starting to see the failure of many of these garbage woke products that have been pumped out over the past, well, few years. You're starting to see people are just getting tired of it. People are really fed up of the pronoun infected, overly gay injected types of shows and video games they're trying to force people to play. And I know it sounds mean when I say it, but it's just the truth. Most people don't care about that stuff. Most people care about being entertained. That's just the reality. Now, to me, I think it's a good thing. It's truly a good thing that people are starting to come to their senses and they're like saying, no, I'm not going to buy this just because you tell me I have to. And if you want to call me a bigot or some type of phobic because I don't want to support your poorly written, poorly programmed garbage product, then call me whatever you want, I just don't care. I think more and more people need to have that mentality. And the reality is, when we as a collective start thinking that way more often, you'll quickly realize that these people have no choice but to make things that actually sell because they actually entertain. You're going to quickly see these big studios and companies are giving up on the wokeism. You're going to start seeing them straight up saying, no, we're not going to make this into a movie or make this into a video game because the audience just doesn't want it. I think that's perfectly fine. You should get what you're paying for. You should get your money's worth. Because if not, then you're being scammed. If you really think about it, that's like if you came to me and I have a store that says, oh hey, I sell high quality comics. And then you buy one of my comics and the page falls apart in your hand, like on the first turn or something. You didn't even get to read the story, it just turns to dust. It's like, huh? Then you try to get a refund, and I tell you no, you're some type of bigoted loser for asking for your money back. What type of messed up business are you running? Well, I should say me in this case, because I'm the evil shopkeeper in this scenario. But yeah, anyway, so my point is like you're seeing people coming out and attacking Black Myth Wukong and pretty much anything that's succeeding outside of the woke nonsense like Dustborn. Like, hold on, I have the perfect image here. Like, check this out. They want you to support this. And if you don't support this, you're a bad person. It's like, bro, I don't want to play a game where I gaslight people all day. I want to play a game that gives me superpowers and I go fight bosses and monsters. That's what I actually want. That's what most people want, you know. And like, even if you let's look at what happened with Helldivers. Helldivers bent the knee. Those dudes were doing great until they gave in to the woke pressure and they started allowing nonsense into their game. And then also the whole stuff with being forced to have a account on PSN, I think, was also bullshit. But anyway, we're not going to get into that too much. I just want to talk about the general fact that more and more people are getting tired of this. They're getting tired of the bullying. I'll call it what it is, because let's be honest, man, like, these people are bullies. They do it in shows, they do it in real life, they do it on social media. They are bullies. If you don't do what they say and give in to their demands, they label you some type of phobic, some type of phobe or bigot or some type of word that they use regularly in their arsenals. It's running out of power. That's just the reality. But you know, like, I'm working on this Sun Wukong versus Sun Wukong right, type of small comic here. It's just a piece of fan art that I really wanted to put together. I think I might use this as the thumbnail, but I'm not sure yet. And I was like, yeah, I could see myself venting a little bit while I'm doing the shadows for this. Adding shadows is very easy and I can multitask somewhat better while doing it. It's not super difficult, but as you can't tell there's some hesitation in my voice when I'm talking about while I'm talking and trying to do this at the same time. Anyway, my point is that I'm so happy that people are coming to their senses, man. Like we're not willing to play their game anymore, and we're not willing to give in to their power anymore, and you're starting to see more and more of it. Like you see, even with the whole Acolyte situation, the show, it didn't get cancelled, it just wasn't renewed for another season, you know. So that's not the same as getting cancelled, and they're still trying to make it seem like, oh no, the show was cancelled because of people like Critical Drinker and people like me who just says that, oh yo, that writing in that show is bad. It's like they're blaming the audiences instead of looking at the nonsense that they're doing and having any level of accountability. But then again, these people take zero accountability in real life, so it's not very fucking surprising that they don't when it comes to, you know, wasting millions of fucking dollars. Like, y'all wasted millions of dollars and somehow it's the audience's fault? Tell me how that works. Like, please explain to me how the fuck does that work. When did we have access to those millions of dollars that you wasted? I don't understand. Like, it literally makes no sense, you know. So it's bullshit, and I'm happy people are getting fed up of it, man. Like, I'm truly happy that people are no longer giving in to this woke nonsense that has been plaguing our society for the past couple of years. It's been crazy, and it's been getting worse too, because you see how confident they're becoming when it comes to straight up like blaming. They're straight up blaming people, like normal people, for shit that we had no part to play in. You know, like, if you made a good product, whether it's a video game or a TV show or whatever, people would show up, people would buy, people would spend their money. And if you didn't, then the opposite would happen. You know, that's just the reality. The thing is too, y'all are parts of massive studios, and these massive studios have pre-existing fan bases. So if you release something under a massive studio with a pre-existing fan base and it does not succeed, you know what that means. The product is shit. And that's not the audience's fault. It's the writers and the creators' fault. I'm gonna say it like very plainly. And also, fuck that stupid girl from the Acolyte who went ahead and made a video saying pretty much everyone who didn't like the show is some type of bigot. You're a fucking idiot. I can't remember her name. That's how important she is to me, you know. And like it just is where it is, man. Like, people like that, they need to be held accountable when they say dumb shit. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, you can't say fuck you in 2024. Well, fuck you too. You know, like, who are you to police my language? You're nobody. Literally, anyone can say what they want to say as long as it's not breaking any laws. And if I say you're a fucking idiot, I don't think that's me breaking any laws. You know what I mean? So if you all agree with my takes, go ahead and like and subscribe. I think we live in a world now where more and more people need to start speaking like me. I mean, you don't necessarily have to copy the way I speak, but you know what I mean. A bit more unfiltered. You know, like, don't necessarily feel scared of saying, hey, that guy in a dress is still a fucking guy. You don't need to be scared to say that. That's just facts. And the reality is, it also applies to TV shows and video games too. If you play a video game and it's shit, you have every right to say that, well, hey yo, this video game is shit. You know, like, we don't need to, we should not allow people, I'll put it that way, we should not allow these people to control the way we speak, the things we say, and the things we enjoy. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you want to show me a bit more support as well, keep a lookout for my comic when it eventually comes out. Now, I don't have a release date yet. I'm still working on pages. I have so many pages to draw. But this is the cover for chapter 1. Each of the coins has different faces of characters that you will interact with in the story. And yeah, it's straight up action, adventure. It's an adult series as well, so none of this overly shonen or isekai bullshit you'll see in a lot of anime nowadays. You know, so if you are interested in stuff like that and you would like to actually become a character, I will draw you as a character. I will actually draw you as a character in the series. Hold on, there's a few more. Right, I'll actually put you in the series like this. And yeah, if you want to become a part of that, go ahead, follow me on Twitter or Instagram, and then just DM me. That's all you have to do. 7 people recently did it, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks for also subscribing to the channel. You're literally making my dream come true. Without you, I am nothing, and I respect my audience. I just don't respect the fucking losers that that tell us, you know, that we have to live and do everything they say and all this bullshit. You know, but anyway, yeah, I've been ranting enough. Like, I think you guys get the point. I want you all to go ahead and have a good rest of your day, okay? Later.